Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, this is the question we are going to be answering. Why were the cities of refuge needed in the Old Testament Israel? So essentially, there were 6 cities in Israel that God chose for people who committed manslaughter to flee to. Manslaughter is when you kill someone unintentionally and not as a result of recklessness, neglect, or willful blindness. The idea was that, upon entering the city, the culprit would explain to the elders of the city how he unintentionally killed a person, and if his case was accepted, the elders would give him a place to stay in the city, and any relative of the deceased person who wished to kill him would not be allowed entrance into the city. The person who committed manslaughter would have to remain in the city of refuge until the death of the high priest. After the high priest's death, he would be allowed to return to his city. If the culprit left the city before the death of the high priest and the revenger of blood killed him, then the culprit would die for his own sin. The details to this can be found in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verses 41 to 43, chapter 19, verses 1 to 12, Numbers chapter 35, verses 6 to 34, and Joshua chapter 20, verses 1 to 9. Let me also take this opportunity to say that the cities of refuge have great spiritual significance as well. The entirety of humankind today is in the position of the manslayer, that is, the person who committed manslaughter. We are considered guilty before God. However, it is not for our own offense. We are born in sin, according to Psalm 51, verse 5, having been descendants of sinners, Adam and Eve. As Paul said, "Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned," according to Romans chapter 5, verse 12. So it's like, in a sense, we've sinned unawares or unintentionally. Therefore, God has made provision of a spiritual city of refuge, which is the knowledge of the truth, according to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14, and Hebrews chapter 11, verse 10. The truth is the word of God as contained in the scriptures, according to Psalm 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. When we study it diligently and gain an understanding of it, then we can use that knowledge to live a holy life. That is taking refuge, because it is the word of God that illuminates our steps, according to Psalm 119, verse 105, and helps us to differentiate right from wrong. And so by understanding the word of God, we can avoid evil and thus be protected from the judgment that Jesus said he would bring upon the world. As he revealed to John, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." That is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It is because of all this that King Solomon said that the word of God is a fortress in which we can take safety. "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe." Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. This death of the high priest also has spiritual significance in 2 ways. From a spiritual standpoint, Jesus Christ is the high priest, according to Hebrews chapter 8, verses 1 to 2. So when he died, that was the death of the high priest. Jews who lived at that time and believed in Jesus were in the city of refuge, so to speak, and they escaped the destruction of Jerusalem that came upon the Romans. In our time, it is the Christian faith that is dying out, according to Amos chapter 8, verses 11 to 12. So Christians who wish to be saved should run into the cities of refuge now by continuing to believe in the word of God and using it to understand the future. So I think that answers the question, why were the cities of refuge needed in the Old Testament Israel? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you will be the first to know when we come back with another video. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.